Can't get enough of that tech news. We can never get enough. They can't sue us for that, can they? YouTube appears to be testing TikTok-style video swiping on long-form videos on their mobile app in what can only rationally be described as their dumbest experiment yet, for reasons I shall explain. This test causes the swipe up action to scroll another video into view, as confirmed by an official forum post, and was demonstrated in a screen recording posted by Tushar Mehta on Twitter, a platform which recently started auto-scrolling to a new video when the one you're watching in full screen ends, which has really educated me about the rich ecosystem of mobile game ads that can give you cancer by looking at them. Now, the reason this experiment is very dumb is because it would replace the actually useful gestures of swiping up to make the video bigger and enter full screen, and swiping down to exit full screen and minimize the video. Gestures I've used all the time since they were introduced in 2020. But maintaining useful features reinforces the mistaken idea that YouTube is designed for you, the users. And well, I mean, it is, but just the part of your optic nerve that connects to your reptile brain. To underline this, YouTube has begun hiking the somewhat reasonable prices still being paid by early premium subscribers. It makes you hope for an alternative video platform. Who's this? Spotify's new partner program will pay podcast creators based on video performance, and they're adding a bunch of quality of life features for video? And TechLinked has a video version that gets published on Spotify? You're watching this on Spotify? Stop repeating everything you're saying. Sorry. NVIDIA's GeForce experience is donezo, as Team Green has officially released the NVIDIA app after releasing several beta versions this year. In case you didn't get all the memos, the NVIDIA app is designed to combine the features of and replace both GeForce Experience, updating GPU drivers, screen recording, performance monitoring, and the NVIDIA control panel, fine-tuning driver settings, configuring G-Sync displays, etc. While the one app to rule them both is officially replacing GeForce Experience as of now, it doesn't quite have all the control panel switches and dials installed yet, so NVIDIA Control Panel will continue to haunt you from the hidden area of the system tray. The new NVIDIA app should have some more graphics cards to optimize soon enough, as NVIDIA has reportedly stopped production of most of the RTX 40 series cards, which some analysts think points to the RTX 5090, 5080, and perhaps even the 5070 and 5060 launching in the first few months of 2025. Oh man, those bad boys are gonna be so expensive. Speaking of tariffs, the once and future president of the Kingdom of America, Donald Trump, has reiterated plans to save TikTok from the government's current plans to ban the app if ByteDance doesn't sell it by January 19th.
I'm gonna save TikTok.
Trump tried to ban TikTok himself during his first term, but in March of this year, he said banning it would help Facebook, a platform he's also not a fan of. Looks like Trump's employing the age-old tactic known as keep all of the mother snakes on the plane so they eat each other. That can't be a popular move with Elon Musk, owner of one such motherfucking snake, Twitter. But his focus is gonna be elsewhere. Trump appointed Musk to co-lead something called the Department of Government Efficiency, aka Doge, the crypto coin most efficient at having its price manipulated by Elon's tweets. The goal will be to advise the government on how to cut spending, but despite being a department, Trump describes Doge as outside of government, which means it's either just a fancy name for a cushy consulting gig or an institutional endorsement of oligarchy. Fun! Either way, for Twitter users worried the platform will become too dull without a constant stream of late-night Elon posts, rival platform Blue Sky is looking a bit healthier, with 1 million users joining since the election ended to help it cross the 15 million user mark. I don't know, I'm still struggling to make the switch though, when the primary selling point for the platform is simply that it's not the other one. which is an all too familiar dilemma in this context. But what's super clear is that you should check out our sponsor, Jawa, the marketplace for gamers to buy and sell gaming gear and purchase custom PCs from experienced builders at amazing prices. And right now, until the end of the year, they've got special deals like this snow-themed gaming PC with an RX 7900 XT, a Ryzen 8700F, and 32 gigs of DDR5 for $16.99. And that's only the beginning. So create an account to get notified of more deals, flash sales, and even giveaways. Beyond all that though, Jawa is just a great place to sell your own components and rigs to offset the cost of your upgrade. You can even sell your CPU or GPU directly to Jawa and they'll take care of the rest. So score some great deals on your next PC upgrade at Jawa by using our link in the description. Silly, Riley. Quick-bits are for kids, despite adults being the only ones who can afford the good ones. Xbox head Phil Spencer told Bloomberg that the rumored Xbox handheld is a few years out. Or at least that's what we're taking from what he actually said, which is the expectation is that we would do something in that category. Did this guy take classes to learn how to speak in the vaguest manner possible? I mean, he should run for office. The Big Phil also mentioned that more studio acquisitions are on the table, and there are no red lines for which Xbox games could eventually come to PlayStation or Nintendo consoles. Again, I don't know what these red lines are. Is he talking about wires? Multiple reports, including one from The Information, is citing insiders who say that OpenAI, Google, and the other big AI players are hitting a wall in further large language model advancements due to a lack of quality training data. It's not that there is no training data, it's just that the GPTs have already engorged themselves on the entire internet and then some. And that's why we need another internet. We also need AI welfare researchers, like the one Anthropic hired earlier this year, to make sure that the engorged chatbots aren't secretly sentient and suffering from being forced to imbibe heinous amounts of police body cam videos with absolutely zero context. What's happening here? We don't know. Amazon is taking on Shein and Temu, rival online retailers who specialize in cheap garbage, with their own similar service inside the Amazon app, Amazon Haul. The beta for Haul, which launches today, features fashion, home, lifestyle, electronics, and other products, all under 20 bucks. With most under 10 bucks. While I'm sure there are some diamonds in the rough here, the news will be especially exciting for anyone who can't afford the more expensive stuff, as well as shoppers who simply love opening packages to find an already disintegrating bag of plastic trinkets as a hobby. And Mark Zuckerberg has dropped a hot new track with T-Pain, with whom he has apparently formed the musical act known as Z-Pain. And there's even more pain to come, particularly when you hear Zuckerberg's auto-tuned rendition of Lil Jon's Get Low, a song Mark and his wife apparently enjoy every year on their dating anniversary. Well, now they have a much better version to listen to, as long as Instagram doesn't break the Spotify link, that is. Apparently it's broken on desktop, but works fine on iOS, which is, phew, that's good. For a second there, I thought Instagram's AI moderation had taste. But I know for sure that you have taste, which is how I know you'll come back on Friday for more tech news. How else are you gonna hear my auto-tuned cover of Soulja Boy? It's got Superman in it. He's my favorite superhero.